After traveling through the woods for multiple days, every night sleeping on the hard forest floor, the sight of a small cabin was welcoming. You discovered the one-room cabin was abandoned, likely having been so for years, so you happily took the opportunity to sleep on the old bed. And now, hours later, after a refreshingly peaceful night's sleep, you wake up in an incredibly unfamiliar room. The room is different, not at all like the room you fell asleep in, but despite the bad feeling that gives you, the room is kind of comforting in a way. And across from you on the wall, as you're looking directly at it from where you're sitting, there is a mirror, and you can see that you're no longer wearing your armor, you don't have any of your weapons on you. Do you want to go ahead and briefly describe your character? Just race, class, physical appearance if you want to.
I'm a dwarf. I'm 5 feet, which I think is on the higher side for dwarves. 160 pounds. I'm around 200 in age for dwarf, which is like, should be middle human age. I have, of course, a long twisted beard, like which twists to a point in the below. I have a unibrow as well, very thick unibrow, and I also have my hair in a man bun. I have a long hair basically, and yeah, I guess that's the main characteristics.
Okay. You are sitting on a basic bed that has a stone bed frame and a mattress made of straw. Across the room from you is a stone desk, and beside that is a small open chest. You can see that your weapons have been placed carefully on the floor right beside you on top of your armor. Your gold pouch has been placed on the desk, and your items, if you have any, are there as well. The walls are made of stone and they are completely bare. There's no pictures or windows anywhere, and on the wall to your left is a white wooden door. The ceiling and floor are both made of a similarly sturdy looking stone. So it's very comforting. It reminds you of places that you have stayed in as a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to get up and look around, grab your items? Maybe?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to grab all of my items and put everything on.
Okay. And when you stand up to grab your items, you can see that inside the chest is a large backpack, which you did not have on you when you went in, but it'd be nice to make use of.
Yeah, okay, I grab it, but I don't open it I just put it on my back.
Yeah. Do you want to explore the room, or are you happy to walk out?
Is there a window?
No, there is no window.
There is no window. Okay, then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Is there anything of note that would just catch my eye immediately in the room?
No, you seem to think that
Okay.
the room is completely bare except all of your own items. There's nothing
Then
else.
I'm just gonna grab everything and walk out
Okay.
of the room.
So we'll cut to Jake. Nasir, after traveling through the woods for days with a group of fellow musicians, you split off from the group to head to the nearest city. You had a day's travel ahead, and you were not looking forward to sleeping on the forest floor alone, so the sight of a hunter's cabin was welcoming. You discovered the one-room cabin was empty, maybe abandoned, though it couldn't have been for long, and you happily took the opportunity to sleep on the comfy bed. Now, hours later, after a peaceful night's sleep, you wake up in an unfamiliar room. The room is different, not at all like the one you slept in, and despite the bad feeling, you find the room oddly comforting. And similarly, across the wall from you, from where you're sitting, is a mirror. So do you want to describe your character briefly?
Yeah, so I am a human bard. I am about, I'd say, like 5'7", so, not the tallest guy, but not the shortest. I have kind of like a patchy kind of beard and long hair that kind of falls down over my shoulders and down my back. To me.
So you are sitting on a basic bed with a lumpy mattress and thin, scratchy sheets. It reminds you of a typical bed in an inn or a tavern. Beside you is a bedside table, and across the room is a small writer's desk, and beside that is an open chest. You can see your weapons have been placed on top of the desk along with your armor. Your items and your pouch of gold have been placed on the bedside table, and your musical instruments are leaning against the wall across from you. Above the instruments is a painting of a very famous traveling musician that you've always admired, and above the desk are two small windows. Their tattered white curtains have been drawn closed. The walls are painted a light blue color, and the floor is a soft plush carpet. And on the wall to your left is a white wooden door.
You said that the curtains were sort of drawn closed. Would I be
Yes.
able to like walk over to them and like just like peer out whatever is there, or if there's like a window?
Yeah, so when you look out, you see that there is just void. There is nothing there. It doesn't even feel like you're looking at like the night sky or something. It feels like there is an absence of anything. It's just very dark. It doesn't feel dangerous, but you don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, I think I'll probably just go over to the bedside table, grab my armor, grab my gold, my instruments, and just the general stuff, and
Yeah.
kind of start putting it on.
When you stand up, you see also that the open chest also has a large backpack in it to put your stuff in.
Yeah, so I'll probably like strap my drums to my like belt or whatever, put on my leather armor, and then kind of just throw the rest of my stuff, other than my weapons, into the backpack and just throw it on my back
Okay.
as I leave the room, I guess.
Okay, so both of you open the door, and directly across from you, you see the other person. Similarly, opening the door, coming out into a very long hallway. And down the hallway to the left, there are stairs that you can see going down. And down the hallway to the right, there are 4 brown doors. And at the very end, there is a large black door. And that's all you can see from where you're standing.
What do we want to do?
I think I'm gonna shout, "Oi there, partner! Did you lose this?" And I'm gonna show him the backpack.
That's hilarious. Hi there. Do you know what's going on?
I assumed you were the one who took me here and also gave me this backpack and also took care of all of my equipment.
Well, that's funny you say that, because I thought you were the one who put me here and gave me all of these items, or put all my items here, and also gave me this nice backpack.
Quite in a pickle, are we?
Yeah. You want to go
Okay.
check out what that door is?
I think before that I'm gonna check this backpack and I'm gonna check what's in the backpack.
Okay, it's
Not a bad idea.
just completely empty.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask,
Great.
what's your name, partner?
My name is Nasir.
Nice to meet you. My name is Durak.
Durak.
Did you have a window in your room by
I
chance?
did.
Ooh, could you show me what was outside of the window? Can I go basic?
Yeah, of course.
Can I go? Yeah. I'm gonna go over and try to look out the same window. Now, my question: can I try to put my hand out of the window? What happens?
The windows are completely closed. There is no way to open them from what you can see.
Can I take my warhammer and try to smash it?
Yes, you can. Should you have to roll for that? I feel like that's pretty easy. I think you just do it. Yeah, you smash open the window, and the glass falls down the way that you would expect glass to fall. There's nothing weird about it.
Did it?
Blast.
But there's void, right? Did it just keep falling? Did I hear any sounds?
No, you heard no sounds. The bits that fell outside the building fell just forever. They just went straight down.
Okay. And when
Still falling.
when I put my arm out, did I feel anything weird?
It feels very, very cold, and you kind of feel like, even though you can't see it, you feel like something is swirling around your hand, like if you put your hand in running water. It kind of feels like that, even though visually you can't see anything, and you can't really, there's no breeze or anything. It just feels like something strange and cold touching your hand.
Okay, I turn around to Nasir and I tell him, I don't think this is the way we're going.
I don't think this is the way we're going either.
Okay,
Right,
then.
you're right.
What do you think about going down to the first floor?
Well, was there anything interesting in your room? Did you have a window by any chance?
I, as a matter of fact, did not. That's
You
why
did
I
not have a
asked.
window.
I did not have a window. But, interestingly, this room looks much more sophisticated than mine. Here, I'm gonna show you mine, and I'm gonna take Nasir to my just stone room. What do you think about this?
It's very barren compared to my room. There's not much in it.
Yeah, why would someone make two rooms this
One
different?
that is clearly
In
less
the void.
sophisticated than the other.
Interesting.
You said this room is made of mostly stone?
Yeah, the ceiling, walls, and floor are all made of stone. There are different types of stone, but they're all like sturdy, building material stone.
Okay, so interesting.
Would I
Okay,
be able to make a history check on like if I could tell like how old this place is, like that, like how old the room is based on the stone?
You can. Let me. Okay, so yeah, roll a d20 and we'll see. It's a plus
16 plus 5.
Wow.
So 21.
Yeah, you've completely nailed it. So the stone itself, it's strange to you. It kind of feels like it's old stone, but it's not been. It's been placed here relatively recently. It's like they took stone that's very old and aged and has been used in other things, and then put it here. You don't think that it's, or you're pretty certain that it's not like new stone that was just placed here or old stone that's been here for ages. You think it's old stone that's been moved from somewhere else to here recently.
Okay. Well then. Okay, so we know that this place, whatever it is a relatively new construction made of something that is older. This
or
is
it could just be an illusion, but
yeah.
it would have to be a high-level illusion for.
We could be thinking way too far into what this place is.
Yes, you didn't see the first campaign. You don't know what happened there before we even started the campaign. Okay.
No, really.
I guessed the entire premise of the campaign in like the first minute.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you can't do it this time. Although, I don't think you can this time.
Yeah. I was not given much
Well, would you like
to
to
grasp.
explore that hallway a little bit more?
Yeah, I think we should. Wait, one question I wanted to ask: are there any more rooms on the same floor?
Yes, so down one side of the hall is just stairs going down. Down the opposite side of the hall, there's 2 brown doors on the left wall, 2 brown doors on the right wall, and at the very end of the corridor there is 1 big black door.
Let's go through the brown doors first.
Yep. Okay.
You can pick which one, either the left or the right. That doesn't matter.
Let's go left.
Left?
Okay.
All right. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
So first brown door on the left.
First brown door on the left. Yep.
Okay. So you open the door and it's strange. It very much feels like you've suddenly walked into a cave. Like it doesn't feel like how Durak's room was a stone room. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like literally walking into a cave. It doesn't look like it's been well traveled. It looks really old and run down. The room is completely bare except for the very back wall. There are multiple fist-sized holes, which are, from what you can see, 5 across and 5 down, with everything in the middle being also holes. So a grid of 5 across and 5 down, of holes that are the size of your fist. And that's everything that's in the room.
Interesting. And when I look through the holes, do I still see the void?
You cannot see anything in the holes. They're very dark. But it doesn't give you the same feeling as looking into the void, so you don't think you're looking at the void. It's like a dark hole, not out into the void.
Okay, how dark is it? Like.
In the room, not dark at all, but in the holes, even you can't see what's in them, which makes you think that it must be magical of some sort.
Even with dark vision, I can see
Yes,
anything.
even with dark
Okay.
vision, you can't see into the holes.
Okay, I tell Nasir, even with dark vision, I can see anything in those holes. What do you think?
Well, it is magic, or I believe it's magic. We could just try to inspect it for magical properties, I guess. If we want to, and try to tell what magical properties it has. Or we can just turn around and go into the other door if we think it's not anything.
No, I think I have an idea. I take my warhammer and I try to smash the wall.
I
Okay.
like your idea.
Do I have to roll, or is it just, can I not do any damage to it?
Let me think. So, I think you can roll for damage. Where specifically are you aiming? Like which, in the middle, top right, bottom left?
I'm aiming, I mean, there's holes everywhere, right?
Yes, the entire wall is
Oh,
a bunch of holes.
Yeah, so structurally it would be probably weakest in the middle, so I am aiming in the middle.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for damage, I guess. You're gonna hit it. So roll for
Yeah.
damage.
So I did
You're gonna hit
3
it into the
damage.
wall.
Yeah, what does your warhammer do?
3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Is there any noticeable impact based on my attack?
When you hit it, like some dust fell from the tops of the holes, but there was nothing came off.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again.
Okay,
Okay, now I do 4 damage.
4 damage. The same thing. It's some more dust falls down from the tops of the holes, but no real damage.
I say out loud, 3rd time's a charm, and I hit it again.
Okay.
Yes, third time the charm.
And I do 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. I'm gonna say that I'm
Yep.
gonna say that hole in the middle column on the second row, the bottom of it collapses out from under it, and a dagger falls out down onto the floor in front of you. So that's
Well done.
that's the one above it has collapsed down on top of the bottom one, or the one below it. Sorry.
I'm gonna turn to Nasser and say I didn't expect that to yield any results. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
What do you think? How do you think we should continue?
I'm gonna walk up to where the dagger is, and I'm going to just kind of. I want to check it for magical properties. So I don't know what I would need to roll for that.
You can roll what's it called?
Arcana roll.
Yeah, Arcana.
Okay, I don't have any proficiency in that, so I think it's just my base roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I threw it. I
Plus
rolled
your
a
intelligence.
four.
Oh yeah, plus your intelligence,
Oh, plus intel.
which is
But
I
3.
don't think that really.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Total.
Yeah, you don't think it has any magical properties. You can't visually you can't see it, and you can't like detect anything off of it.
Gotcha.
Okay, then I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
The dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to taste it to see if it's poisoned. Do I get any poison? When I-
No,
Yes.
there's no poison on it.
okay. It's not poison. I give it to Nasir. Maybe he can use it.
Okay.
So you're
Okay.
giving me the dagger?
Yeah, I'm giving you a dagger because
that'll
I use
just-
a warhammer.
That'll be the same stats as your other dagger.
Sweet, I have 2 daggers now.
Oh, let's go. Okay, then I'm gonna say, well, let's continue what worked, and I'm gonna try to smash the hole above the one that kind of like collapsed. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put my shield down
Okay.
and equip Warhammer 2-handed, so I deal D10 instead of D8.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so then 9. Okay, 9 damage.
9. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that because of the blows before it, it's also a bit weaker. So the bottom of the top hole falls out from under it, and a note falls out of the hole, and it says 1 right on it.
You should probably attack the one to the right.
Okay, good point. I'm gonna take my Warhammer and attack one on the left.
All right.
On the left. Okay.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I did 3 damage,
Okay.
but I'm just gonna keep rolling until it's destroyed, basically, every single time.
Okay. Okay, so let's say you hit it until it collapses down, and it's a note that says "not on the right."
Oh.
I am gonna tell to Nasir, never trust a note on the first try.
You're so right.
Okay, so I'm in there. I'm gonna try to smash one from the bottom where I currently.
4 gold pieces falls out from the hole.
Ooh. Okay, I take them, give 2 to Nasir, and I put 2 to myself.
Okay. Yeah, split it in half. Okay.
Okay, I'm just continuing smashing calls.
You gonna
Okay,
keep
so
going?
yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna smash it the above. Okay, so let's start. Row 3, column 2.
Row
Or row
3, column 2. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. It's another note, and it says "not this row."
Not this rope.
Not this row.
Row. Okay.
We're solving a puzzle. I'm gonna take a stab at it quite literally with my rapier.
Okay.
I want to go for because it's piercing damage. I don't know if that's gonna do anything different. I'm gonna like try to stab into the hole of, I don't know, maybe 3-3. If we haven't attacked.
3-3 has already been not.
Yeah, I destroyed it.
I'm gonna go for a stab at 1-1, just the top
Okay.
left corner.
Are you stabbing inside the hole, or are you stabbing the stone around it?
I guess just the stone, or like the stone around it, to where it's like kind of. I want to do sort of like a bludgeoning thing where I can try to like pry out the rock underneath and make something fall out.
Yeah.
So like this, it's kind of like just like an advantage point underneath of it.
Okay.
I'm rolling 1d8 piercing damage.
Yeah.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. I'm gonna say that some dust kind of falls from the top of the thing, but you also hear a little jingle, like some metal hitting against metal.
Or should we just fast forward, because I'm gonna smash every hole anyway, so should we just see what we got?
So yeah, the first one that you smash, 3 gold falls out of it.
So I'm assuming that was the one that I heard the jingle.
Yes, it is. I'm going to go just down each column. So the next one down is a note that says "not this column." In the next one down, there is nothing. In the next one down, there is a note that says 1 to the right. In the last one, a little mouse runs out and scurries out of the room and down the hall. There is a note that says 1 up. Then there's one that has nothing in it, and then the next one you hit, 1 piece of gold falls out, and then the next one you hit, a big key falls out with a red gem in the like handle of the key. Do you want to keep going?
Is there basically any gold in the other ones? I'm gonna split it basically.
Is there? There is a little bit more, yeah. So I'm just assuming you kept hitting them to see what was in everything.
Yeah, every single one.
You got a few more notes telling you which way to go. A few more nothings. One had 2 pieces of gold in it. Another one had a silver ring, and another one had a weak health potion. And that was everything.
Okay. So in total it was 6 gold. So I give 3, keep 3, give 3. Okay. So there was the interesting things were we get a dagger, weak healing potion,
and the key.
The silver ring and the key.
And the key.
Silver ring
Yeah.
and the key.
Okay. Can I inspect the silver ring to see if I have any idea of what it does?
It doesn't seem to do anything. It just looks like a nice, expensive key. Or, sorry, ring. A nice, expensive ring.
Okay. Do you want this?
The ring.
The ring. Yeah.
You can take it. I mean, you did most of the work here, destroying the entire wall. So you gave me more than enough spoils in a dagger and some gold.
Sure. Okay. Then I'm gonna put it in my backpack. Let's see. And we have a key. Okay. So that's the healing potion. Okay. You should take it probably.
Yes, that's actually I would love to take that healing potion. Yes.
Okay.
So when you drink that, you'll heal back 1d4 of damage or of health. So you roll a d4 and gain that.
Wait. Can you throw the potions here?
I'm gonna say
Or do you
no
have to
because
drink? I
it's a
don't know.
weak one.
Yeah, okay.
You have to drink it.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just asking you Baldur's Gate 3 logic. Okay.
I like that. You want to head out of this room and get into the first brown door on the right, I guess?
Yeah, before I do it, I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything I could use this key on.
In that room, there isn't.
Okay, next room on the left it is.
Yep.
Okay. So you open the door and you kind of step out into a clearing from what you can only assume is somewhere in the Underdark, which is an underground world, essentially. It's, the same world, but it's kind of like a whole new place. You can see that the trees surrounding you, they're so dense you can't see past a few of them. Nasir, you can see, not that far. Durak, you can see quite a bit farther, but even then, you can't really make out anything else. The door you came through is, standing alone in the clearing. There's no wall holding it up. There's nothing behind it. You can still see into the hallway, but there's nothing surrounding it. And in the middle of this clearing, there is a human-sized fungus. It's bright purple, and it has tentacles that are kind of wiggling around in the air. And one of the tentacles is grasping a key with a green gem on it.
Huh.
Ooh, another key.
Another key.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna equip my shield.
Okay.
Because I unequipped it last time. So I have a shield and warhammer. I'm gonna rush it and attack it with my warhammer.
Okay. So let me share screen then and show you the battle
no.
map. Well, you're actively attacking it, so you are going to charge at it. I'm gonna allow it because it's completely standing still, and then we'll roll for initiative after that. Okay. So you are going to charge at it.
Wait, is he attacking with advantage? Since it doesn't it doesn't see him go for it, or does it?
I think
what,
there's
that
nothing
is
to give me
deeply
advantage.
unclear because it doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, and also I don't know. Is it even? Yeah, I don't think it's an advantage thing.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if I snuck up on it, but I just fucking
yeah.
a heavy armor wearing dwarf just rushed.
I think yes. Okay. So
That's
roll. Roll to see if you hit. I guess maybe it would be advantage because it doesn't move. I'm gonna say you're rolling with advantage because it can't move, so it's pretty easy to hit.
Oh, I rolled nat 20 with advantage.
A nat
so
20.
Then, yeah.
Okay, so roll for damage.
For damage, 6.
Right, so you did that, and now we will roll for initiative.
Okay, I got 18 with plus 3.
Okay.
With my +3, I rolled a 15.
15, and I got 11, so it will be Durak, then I keep forgetting how to say it, Nasir, and then the fungus.
Nasir, but with an N before it.
Nasir, okay. So do we want to take that as Durak's turn already gone, or do you want to take another turn?
I did enough damage, it's fine, it can be gone.
So we'll go to Nasir then.
Alrighty, my turn. I'm assuming he doesn't need any healing, so I'm also just gonna rush it.
Okay.
And stab it with my rapier.
Right, that is a D8, I think, right?
Yeah.
D8 damage.
1d8, yep.
Okay.
Oh! I rolled a 1.
A 1, oh no.
1 damage.
Okay. Make sure and keep track of that. Okay, this thing's turn.
Maybe I shouldn't take in that extra attack.
Okay. This is fun. That's a cool mechanic.
Oh god.
It will be a cool mechanic unless you guys fucking kill it. Okay.
It's a
So
mission
it-
understood.
It is. It's got multi attack, and I can make it as many attacks as I roll on a D4, and I rolled 1.
Huh?
So if you guys kill it this turn, then I
Ooh.
don't get to do multiple attacks.
Oh my goodness, we need to pull this turn.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's going to go and try and hit Durak just because you were there first.
Yep.
That's not gonna hit.
Not beating my armor class.
Yeah, no. That's not gonna fucking hit.
I don't know if anything's gonna hit. I have 18 armor class.
Oh my goodness, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I add anything, so it was a 14. So yeah, he missed. And that was his turn. So it's your turn again, Durak.
Well, D8. Okay, so first I roll D24.
Yes,
Whether I land
but
or
I'm
not.
almost positive you will hit it because its armor class is low.
Yes, I rolled a 7.
Yeah, that hits it. Okay. So,
Well, I think it's bye
damage.
time. No, I did 2 damage.
2
So
damage.
maybe
No.
it's bye.
Okay. Then it is Nasir's turn.
I'm gonna go for the same thing. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to stab with my rapier.
Right.
Do I have to roll a hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll to see if you hit.
And that's a D20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
A 6. That
That's
still
probably
hits.
enough. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's got an
and
armor
then
class
It
of
one-
1.
probably has 5.
So.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. How
All
much
right,
damage?
so and then 5.
5 damage. Oh, okay. Okay, it's its turn now. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna go for Nasir because it missed
okay.
you and now it's mad, so it's going for the other one. Oh my
You
god.
weren't as easy.
Oh, actually, I should have rolled. Oh, I should have rolled to see if I could do a multi-attack. Okay, so it misses its first attack.
Okay.
And it critically fails its second attack. So
Yeah.
so that was its turn.
Oh my
What's
goodness.
happening to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome
Durak,
to our D&D session.
oh, it's your turn now, Durak.
Okay, 10, so that hits, and the damage is 4.
4. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's getting really mad, but it's sort of like lagging a bit. It's not wiggling as much as it was before. But you can
Yeah.
tell in the way it is wiggling that it's mad. Okay, it's Nasir's turn now.
Yep. Gonna go for the same thing. Nice little stabby stab with the rapier.
Okay.
19 to hit
Yeah.
and 7
That
damage.
hits me as well.
Okay. Yes, it is. It's very, very dead. It lets out like a horrifying kind of screech, and its tentacles kind of wiggle around, and it's throwing the key like all over the place, and then it just kind of starts to wither, like it collapses in on itself, and the tentacle kind of loosens its grip on the key, which is just left sitting on top of the like collapsed fungus.
All right.
I'm gonna say, well, that was easy.
Yeah. That wasn't too
Okay.
terrible. I'm gonna kind of walk up to where the key is and, I guess, pocket the key.
Okay.
Good idea.
Right.
I like splitting the keys.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well,
Well,
yeah. I think we are going back and going to the brown doors on the right.
yep. I think that's a great idea.
So the next door is it opens up into a large classroom kind of vibe. There is 2 desks with a bunch of potion making equipment on it. Yes, there is potion making equipment on the desks, and in front of the very front of the room there is a chalkboard with a big like drawn key with a blue gem in it.
Okay.
It's very, very simple room. That's everything that's in it.
That's everything, and we're coming in from the bottom.
Yes,
right?
Yeah,
from the bottom
yeah.
door.
Yeah.
That thing at the top is a chalkboard.
The chalkboard with the key.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna kind of turn to Durak and be like, "What's going on here? I have no idea what's happening in this room. There's 2 sets of potion making things, but nothing to do. Do you have any alchemy ability? Because I don't. I play music.
I'm gonna answer. This looks like something that requires a brain, which is not my forte.
Yeah, I'm a very cunning guy, but I'm not the smartest individual.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna go there to one of the things and try to investigate what it is. What check do I have to make? Like what's on the table?
Okay, so you walk up to one of the desks. The second you stand in place, some vines come up from the floor and grab onto your legs, holding you in place. They're not, they don't hurt, they're not restrictive. Well, they're restrictive, but they're not, like, aggressive. They're just holding you in place. On the desk, there's, like I said, a bunch of brewing equipment, and there is a book right in front of you that says Luck Potions for Dummies, a guide for beginners.
I'm gonna ask Nasir to come close because I can't read. Actually, I can write. Can I?
No thanks. I don't want to come close and get vined. Thanks. I appreciate
Okay, I'm
it.
gonna take the book and throw it over to Nasir.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Alright.
yeah, just a Luck Potions for Dummies book. It says on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start like flipping through some of the pages, like
Okay.
just thumbing through, like trying to see if there's anything in there that could be useful.
Yeah, so there's a lot of the majority of the front pages are just pictures of like the different ingredients and stuff, but from where you're standing you can see that all of those ingredients are on the table already. And then there is finally one page with all of the instructions for making a luck potion.
All right.
Yeah, okay, but I can see this. Okay, only you can see it. Yeah, that's right. So what's in the book?
So, would my character be able to explain these steps to Durak to see if he can like put it together? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like try to speak out the steps on how to do it,
Yeah, you can absolutely
so that he
read
can
it.
stand there and do it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Durak, what's gonna happen is I see this sort of like recipe. I'm gonna read it out, and you're gonna try to make this potion here. Because I don't want to stand on the vine thingies.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Do you want me to start reading it out?
Yeah, please start reading.
All right. So step 1 is 3 cauldrons are before you. Do you see
I'm
3
gonna cut
cauldrons?
him off immediately and say there's only 2 cauldrons.
No, I'm gonna say that everything they describe in it is true. There are 3 cauldrons, there's 3 vials, whatever. I didn't want to have to
Okay.
draw crazy assets for
Oh yeah,
this.
okay, let's
Um,
listen.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. There's only 2 cauldrons in this room, buddy. 3
Okay,
cauldrons
makes
are before you, each brewing a brew. You can only use one. Which will you choose? Cast iron, pewter, and even steel. Which is the best? I'll make you a deal. Think long and hard, because if you are right, the potion you brew can help in a fight. So it's gonna be some sort of potion that you're making. I say sarcastically.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say,
What?
when you guys make a check, you can both make that check. I know only Durak is actually making the potion, but Nasir can also be like, oh, do I know the answer to this? So you can both do that.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say I don't know, that's too much reading. Instead what I'm going to do is I see 3 vials on the table, right?
Yes.
You see 3 cauldrons. Oh.
There are 3
I see 3
vials as
vials
well.
because on step 4, yeah. Okay, so because I don't know what's in the book, but I see 3 vials on the table.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna taste each one of them to try to figure out what it is.
All right.
Okay.
That's how we roll, baby.
See, I can never guess what you gues are gonna
Make
do.
it potion time.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh wait,
Wait, it
I can
says what
tell
they
you.
are.
Wait, never, you know,
Yeah,
what, I'm not
but
gonna say that.
They
I could have
started
told you
licking.
they were full of bread.
yeah, but I just started licking. I don't care.
Okay, so the one that is labeled. How much do you know about what blood tastes like? Like, I guess
don't
okay.
know, what you would
The
have
the,
to
the
roll for that.
first vial you pick up, it's labeled 1. It tastes metallic and gross, and also like spicy and hot. It doesn't feel very good to ingest. The second vial you pick up is labeled 2.
Yeah.
It is cold. It also tastes metallic. It feels sharp. It's like little pins and needles on your tongue. And then the third vial is empty. There's nothing in it.
I'm gonna say, okay, I think, I think it would make sense to do like a medicine check to see if it's a blood or not, right?
Yes, that
Yeah.
would.
I mean, I could tell you. I can tell you what it is. I have the book that tells me what it is.
No, I'm thinking, okay, I rolled a 17.
Okay, yeah.
I did this before you got to that part because you were reading.
You know that these 2 vials are blood, and you know that they're both from different things. You're not sure
Yeah.
which is which because
I'm gonna say to Nasir, I think these 2 things are blood.
He's gonna say that as I get to the page where it's like,
Yeah.
these 2 vials are full of blood, and I'll be like, yes, correct.
Okay, what's next? What's next? I have blood. I have the blood.
Right, you have 2 vials of blood. You're gonna hold on.
Okay, I had an idea, but I'm not gonna say it.
All right, so it's like I skipped like the first like 3 steps, and I'm just like, all right, you have your blood vials. Basically, you're gonna pour these 3 vials of blood into one of the cauldrons. I think is what this book is trying to say.
But there's only 2 blood.
I will say
I think just pick one.
that there are 2 desks, and both of them had a book on them. There was a book on each, so
Yeah.
if
No, I thought so. I thought
someone
so. but
grabs the other book, you could both read it.
I don't like reading. I don't like reading. That's why I gave it
Okay.
to Nasir. It makes my head hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
then
just-
I take the blood and pour it into the cauldron, the 2 bloods.
Okay, which cauldron are you pouring it into?
Yeah, you have to pick. There's a cast
where-
iron, a pewter, and a steel.
Oh.
Pewter sounds good.
Nah, I pour it into steel.
Okay.
All right then.
So you're pouring all of the blood vials into steel?
Yep.
Okay, both. Right. Both blood
Okay.
vials into steel. Then. Okay. Okay, continue.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take everything that's on the table and just dump it in the same
God, okay.
thing. Just dump everything in there.
Okay.
Does it explode?
It had as you were adding things, it started to bubble and turn different colors. But once you've added the last ingredient, it just goes black. It goes black, and there's no movement or anything. It's like you've just made nothing.
I taste it.
You taste it.
Of course I taste.
Okay.
Is it poison?
Is it poison? I wouldn't say it's poison, no. It hurts to drink, and you take 5 hit points of burning damage, of fire damage, because you put a lot of...
I'm the master of stomping DMs.
You really
He said, "Is it poison?" As he completely mixes everything
like,
together.
I don't know what to do now.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, you take 5 points of burning damage because of all of the fiery things you put in there. So it's like it's very, very hot and spicy, but it's not poisonous.
Okay, 5. No problem. Boom. Okay. And I kind of like let out a sound of pain and I say, yeah, this is not it.
Okay.
Something
This is
went
not it.
wrong.
Yeah, because the next step says you're supposed to stir it.
Oh. Okay.
You're supposed
I
to.
say, yeah, I can't be
Before you
bothered
do
with.
anything else,
Okay.
the vines
Yeah.
let go. The vines let go and disappear into the ground.
Oh, so you
good.
just failed.
I was about to smash my feet, so thank God you said that. Okay, well, I say, well, I think I'm gonna leave this up to you
Yeah,
and show him to the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna this year. I'm gonna take a step to the other table,
Okay.
and would my character just because of reading through the steps, would my character just know how to do this at this point, or at least be able to get to the same point without having to?
What point did he get to?
There was no point.
know.
I
He
just,
didn't get to
I
any
just,
point.
He put
okay.
two of the bloods into a cauldron, which was right, but he didn't.
No,
Um,
not
He
in the
didn't do
right
the
order.
third thing.
I'll give you a hint. It wasn't right. If you read the rest of that that paragraph, it specifically says you choose one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to just very quickly,
Oh, you must choose and
yeah. So it wasn't right at all. So yeah, we can go very quickly through this if you'd like. So what was this one?
Yeah, basically just make choices. I think Nestor just make choices at
Yeah.
this point he had.
Yeah.
right.
Okay, I'll step into the circle and start doing the potion stuff.
Okay. Do you want to just pick a pick a cauldron, or do you want to roll to see would you know, or are you just picking at random?
Yeah, I'll make a roll
Okay.
to see if my character would know which one to pick.
I think that would be Intelligence Arcana.
Intelligence Arcana. Okay. Okay, so just plus my intelligence bonus.
Yes.
11 plus 3, 14.
Okay. You are almost positive it's the cast iron.
I picked the
is
cast
correct
iron one.
Okay. So the next step is what color flame are you going to use? So the colors of the rainbow can help you choose. Red, yellow, green, even blue, indigo, and violet are in this view. One color is missing. It's the flame you need. Turn the knob so your potion can feed.
Blue, indigo, and violet. Oh, I'm gonna turn on the orange flame.
Okay. So cast iron with the orange flame. Step 3, you have to add grass. So would you like to add a random number amount, or it would be...
Let your knowledge of nature guide you. It's gonna be a roll. It's gonna be roll.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna roll
that's
for a random amount.
Intelligence Arcana as well, I think.
Right.
Would make sense.
Oh, I rolled a nat
Oh.
1.
A nat
and plus
1.
3 is 4.
Okay.
Okay, nat 1 you don't add anything to. That's just a critical fail. So
Oh.
do you want to just throw in an amount?
I will. Yeah, I will put.
I
in
said
an-
before.
I will put in
before he does.
an amount of grass.
Okay,
Yeah, but
give me a
like,
number.
Before he, yeah.
Like how many
6.
blades? 6.
6
Okay.
blades of grass.
Okay. 6 blades.
Wait,
of grass.
yeah. Before he does that, I stop him. Can I
Yeah.
stop him?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And okay, can I try to roll nature to
Yes.
see how
Oh!
many?
You can.
Yes.
Yeah. You can both do this as you're standing there. So yeah.
Okay. I rolled 18.
An 18.
Great.
Okay. You are almost positive it is 7 blades of grass.
Oh.
I know. It was very close. You're positive it's
Okay,
7 blades of grass.
I tell Nasir I'm positive it's 7 blades.
All right, so I've already thrown 6 in.
Yeah.
I will put in 1 more.
Okay. And then 4 is the blood thing. So
Yep, the blood thing. So
Yeah.
it's dragon's blood, vampire blood, or the third one is empty and can be some of my blood. I want to make a roll to see if I know which one it has to be.
okay, yeah, that would be Arcana as well, I think.
10 plus 3, 13.
13. 13. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you're not sure which one specifically, but you are going to have to drink this. So the safest one would probably be your own blood.
Your own blood. Okay. I'll look to Durak and I'll be like, I don't know a lot about blood. Do you know anything about this? And hope
I
that
say,
he-
I'm an expert. Do the dragon's blood. That was the tastier one.
the tasty one.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, I'll do some dragon's blood.
Okay. So you put the dragon's blood in, and then step 5, you have to stir it, and that's the one with the diagram.
Yep. But how many times should you? Stirring in the right direction is important, or you'll break this creation. Follow the gears here around, track them going round and round. From start to finish, you can see the direction that. Also, count how many. Can I roll to see if my character would know this? I'm too dumb.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It took me 3 days to figure out what the hell the diagram was meant to be, so yeah.
Like, I know how to read gears,
But it's like...
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same.
Like
Yes.
and you have a twisted one, which means it's going in the opposite direction in which it's spinning, or it's spinning the other one in the opposite direction in which it's spinning.
Yeah, there's the ones that are connected, so
You
that's
can absolutely, I think Arcana Intelligence again, just because it's for general potion making.
Please. No! I rolled 2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay. Well, you're confident you have to stir 14 times, but you're not sure whether it's counterclockwise or clockwise.
Which direction? Gotcha.
Mm.
I might be able to figure this out. So we're turning this way, which will turn this one.
Okay, wait. I look at it. I look at the picture.
Yeah.
And I try to figure out the picture.
You have your book.
Yes.
I'll toss you your book back so you have your
No,
book.
I'm next to you. I'm next to you because I went there.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Okay. So that's not much better.
This one's
That's
going this way.
6.
6. Okay. You see, this is a hard one because I can't give you a hint. I feel like that would actually make it harder for you to figure out. Yeah, I think you're also unsure. You know it's 14 times, but you're not sure which direction.
Are there only 2 cauldrons in the
This is
room?
going this way.
Yes, or no, there's 6 cauldrons, but there's 2 benches.
Okay, yeah, 2 benches, yeah, basically. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay.
Like 2 workstations, I guess.
Oh!
Hmm.
There's nothing weird going on, really. It's just in the direction that the final gear is spinning. Because the arrows are showing you the way the gears are spinning.
Yeah.
So the last gear is going counterclockwise.
I never fucking figured that out. That's crazy. I've just realized
think.
you're right, I think. That is
This
just
still makes no sense to me.
that's
Okay.
crazy. Okay.
So yeah, because the gears accurately are like the red arrows are accurately showing the way that the gears are spinning. Which means that I would assume that the last one is the direction you need to be stirring. So I'm gonna stir this potion 14 times, right? Because then it was like count the amount of gears.
Yes.
So 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5,
And you both
6, 7.
you both figured out
10.
it was 14.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stir it 14 times, and that is counterclockwise.
Simple.
Okay, 14 times counterclockwise, and then step 6,
Okay.
which I think is just a
I think we-
roll.
Yeah, we're both making that check.
Using your knowledge of arcane and magic, how many minutes? All right, I'll roll again for knowledge arcane.
Yes, this one actually has a few different ones, so you can roll Arcana, Survival, or Nature.
Oh, great! Nothing that I'm proficient in.
Ah.
Great.
Same.
Okay. Alrighty. Oh yes.
What did you get?
19 plus 3, 21.
Okay.
I got 18 plus 1. I got 19.
Okay. So let me read this. It needs to simmer for 7 minutes. So
We'll let it simmer for 7 minutes.
cool. And then
You got a clock.
finally,
You got a clock? Yeah, I'll start my stopwatch.
Okay.
and then the final step is to pick which bottle to put it in.
I ask Nasir, why not all three?
I want to make a knowledge arcana roll to see if I know which one to put it in.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
16 plus 3.
Yeah, you
19.
You think, or you're positive it's the circle one.
We'll pour it into the circle one.
Okay. The vines come up and they let go of you. They come up, they grab the potion. They go down into the ground and like the potion dissolves into the ground with them. And then a little vine comes out holding a health potion and the key that was drawn on the chalkboard. So the big key with the blue gem.
All right, I'll take the key, the blue key, as well as. Is it another weak healing potion?
I'm gonna say it's just normal, just a medium, general potion. So I'm thinking that one is like a D6. So you roll a D6, whatever that is, you gain it back. But also it does have Baldur's Gate logic of being able to throw it.
Perfect, lovely. So a healing potion and a blue key.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like it.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna walk to my table, which I completely ruined,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try to take one of the vials and pour the black liquid in it to create a not very useful but possibly useful
Okay.
potion, which does 5 fire damage.
That is it was a
Oh.
D6, so it 1d6 of fire damage. Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna,
You can absolutely do that. Do you want to fill multiple vials or just one?
how many can I fill?
I'm gonna say there is enough for 2.
Okay, then I'm gonna fill 2 and give 1 to, of course, Nasi.
Okay. Cool.
So I just got splash potion of fire damage.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I forgot. I think we move to the next
Holy
room.
moly! I got a lot of stuff from this this adventure so far. I got a weak healing pot, a
Yeah.
healing potion, a fire damage potion, and 2 keys. All right.
Okay.
Is that how you say your name? Durak or Durak?
Yeah, it's Durak. It's the same
Durak.
thing.
I have a feeling we're done in this room. We've acquired a key.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
was the room on the right. That leads only the big door at the other end of the corridor.
You've got one more brown door and then the big black door.
Yeah.
I lied. We have one more brown door.
Yeah, I say I agree. We should move on from this. But before that, I take my warhammer and smash my cauldron table.
Okay.
Smash everything, and then I tell to Nasir, okay, we can go now.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you haven't gone downstairs and you haven't gone into the last brown door, and then there's the black door at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Is what you
I
have
think
left to do.
I think we
The
should
other
finish
brown
the
door?
doors.
Yeah,
down.
I completely agree.
Okay.
Yep. Last brown door.
Yep, last brown door.
Okay. So the brown door opens up. You walk through. It was kind of like you couldn't see anything, so you stepped in, and the door closes behind you. It locks, but in a way that it doesn't feel like you're actually trapped here. It's just like until you get the key, kind of thing. So you walk out into a bustling city. There are like hundreds of kobolds walking up and down the street that you were standing on. They're little like dragon people. They do not speak a word of common. You kind of just hear screeches. To you it just sounds like screeches, like little chirping, little screeches, as they're walking around. And as you're standing there, a group of 4 kobolds come barreling past you. They knock into you and sprint as fast as they can, which is not very fast because of their little legs. Both of you make me a perception check, please.
Yep. I do have some sort of advantage.
Perception.
15 plus 4, 19.
Okay.
I did 12 total.
Okay, so Durak, you don't notice anything in particular, but Nasir, you notice that one of them is clutching a key with a big yellow gem in the handle. And as they're running up the street away from you, they're being chased by a group of 10 kobolds wearing armor, like guards' armor. And they are chasing after these kobolds full speed.
Okay. I'll turn to Durak and be like, we need that key. We know we need that key. Should we help them?
I answer, I assume you don't speak Draconic.
Yeah, but acts of kindness is a universal language, so maybe if we help them with whatever they're running from, we could maybe offer some exchange for the key. Just because we did a good thing.
I don't think fighting 10 armored kobold guards sounds like a good idea, to be honest.
That's fair. Maybe.
And
but I don't speak Draconic. I can't.
exactly. That's
I
what
can't
I said.
charisma them. I can't use my stupidly high charisma or diplomacy.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to them. I just say I have an idea and let's go to them, and I go to the
Finally.
keys. Yep.
Okay, at this point they are out of sight. They have run off. So where you kind of came out, it's like the outskirts of a city, but it's like a very open city. There's a wall, like a big city wall in front of you, but the gates, they don't even have gates. It's just a big archway. You saw them run through there, but you've lost sight of them now.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow where I last saw them.
Okay.
Get to that point.
So
And then investigate if I can see anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to the city and you look around and you know what, just make a perception check, I guess. Be pretty easy. Both of you, if you were both looking.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Nat
That's-
20.
Critical fail.
Okay.
Yep.
So you see that there are the floor is kind of muddy. It's obviously rained pretty recently. You can see a bunch of there's footprints everywhere, but you can see fresh ones that are kind of like the way that the footprint has landed. You can tell they're sprinting, like they're kicking up a lot of area, and they are running. They've run forward and to the right in between some buildings.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the footprints.
Okay, so
I'm gonna keep following him blindly because I had a critical fail.
Okay.
So I have no idea where he's taking me. I just know that he's taking me somewhere.
Okay. So you follow the footprints in between those two buildings. And then it's like a big alleyway. You get through that alleyway and now suddenly the ground is stone. So you can see for a little bit in front of you, about halfway down the street, there's little muddy footprints, but at that point they've like hit rainwater and puddles and have washed off most of the mud, and you can't track their footprints past that street. You can hear, though, you can hear people yelling and screeching as you obviously don't understand what they're saying, but you can hear yells or chirps in the distance from people like running past other kobolds.
Yeah, I think we should follow the noise. I say out loud and go towards the noise.
Okay, so you're heading towards the noise. You go between some more buildings, and then you can hear like angry squeaks is the best way to describe it, coming from a specific building. So I'm assuming you guys go into it, or do you want to keep going?
Yeah, go
Yeah?
go to the noise again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk into this big building. It's like a wood mill. Is that what they're called? They're cutting up wood in big saws and stuff. It's all turned off right now, but that is what the building is. It's a very big open area, and the 4 kobolds are standing in a corner, The one who has the key is at the back of the group, very angrily squeaking, and the 10 kobold guards are kind of pointing their swords at the people in the corner, very angrily.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's time for my idea, and I'm gonna try to make as much noise as possible and like roar loud to intimidate everyone
Okay.
that's there.
Okay. That would be
Intimidation die.
intimidation. Yeah.
Okay, I have a +3, so hopefully it goes well.
Come on.
No, a 9
No.
total.
No. Okay. I'm gonna say that that's for 5 of the guards, and then you can roll again for the other 5.
Okay. 16 total for the other 5.
Okay. So 5 of them turn and look at you, and they like get like sad puppy dog eyes. They look pathetic, and they turn and run out the door. And the other 5 are cowering. They're not running yet, but they don't look. They look very intimidated by you. And the people in the corner, they're kind of not even looking at you. They're much more focused on everything else that's happening.
Okay. I'm gonna tell to Nasir, stay close to me behind.
Yep.
I'm gonna kind of like walk up
Yeah.
to the ones that are scared that didn't run, and I'm gonna kind of like point towards the exit first,
Yeah.
then point my warhammer, raise it up, right, and kind of like move aside, kind of like leaving room for people to go,
Yeah.
but also having my warhammer raised up.
Okay.
And what do they do?
So I'd say that's roll for intimidation with advantage.
Okay. Again. Oh, advantage, yeah. And we get 20 total.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. They look at each other. They squeak and then run. And now it's just the ones in the corner with the key.
Okay, I'm gonna tell to Nasir and say, I think this part requires more delicate hands.
I completely agree. I'm trying to see what my character is good at. Can I make an insight check on the people with the key?
Yeah.
Just
Go
I don't know
ahead.
what insight would do. Just maybe see what they're thinking. Not see what they're thinking, but like try to read body language, I guess, if that's what
Yeah.
that would be.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make an insight check. 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. You can tell that they look scared, they look intimidated, but mainly they look like they're ready to fight. Like they're very ready to go. They don't look like they're gonna back down. They look like if you come any closer, they will bite you. Like they seem very aggressive and not as scared as the guards.
Okay. Can I make a perception check to see if any of them are injured by the guards?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm plus 4 on perception again. 10 plus 4, 14.
Okay, you can see that the one who's holding the key, he's kind of, the way he's standing, you can tell very obviously that he's putting weight on only one foot.
Only one?
Yeah, he's like kind of more so leaning against the wall and holding one of his feet up off of the floor a little bit.
Perfect. What do you say our distance from them is?
I would say you're probably 10 feet maybe away. You're
Cool. I'm going
You're
to
pretty
cast
close.
my first level spell,
Yeah?
Cure Wounds, on his leg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, how does Cure Wounds work?
I don't really know. I just have the spell name written down,
Okay.
so I'm gonna have to like go into Discord and like find it.
That is okay. I will just look it up quickly. Cure Wounds.
Oh, but you have to touch.
Yeah. Oh, you have to touch them. Yeah, but I think you have
Is it-
you have Healing Word or something, don't you?
I think yeah. I think I do have Healing Word. That would be I think it was Cleric.
Yes, that's a cleric spell.
That was my like subdomain or something.
Yeah.
Healing Word. Yeah, okay. A creature of your choice that can see you regains hit points. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's like taking hit point damage, but sure, yeah. I'll use my first level spell and use healing
Yeah.
word
Okay.
on his
One
leg.
D4 plus spellcasting. Okay.
And remember that the first one of that, the first time you use that one, it's a free.
Yeah, it's free.
It's a freebie, and then anyone
Oh, what?
after uses
Wait,
hit
why
so
is
that
it a
doesn't
freebie?
or
count, that
whatever.
doesn't count as using a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll use healing word, which is
Okay.
1d4 plus my spell casting ability modifier, which is +7, right? Is that the
Yes.
same as my spell attack bonus?
I think it's just what your charisma is, which is +5.
No, yeah, I think it's charisma.
Okay,
Yeah.
+5. Okay. So
that's
we're gonna
fucking
roll for healing. 2 plus 5, 7 healing.
Okay,
towards the
yes.
little
He kind of turns to you and squeaks and puts his foot down cautiously, and then it's kind of hard to describe, but he looks grateful but also still like ready to go if you come near him.
Yeah. Yeah. That would make sense.
Okay. I'm
Durak,
gonna
do you have
ask
any other ideas?
Nasir, did your plan work?
Not necessarily. I was hoping that he would kind of lower his guard a little bit and just
Okay.
not want to fight if we got closer, if I healed his leg, but
Okay, back to the basics. I say, I take my hand and point at the key,
Okay.
and then I once again try to intimidate them.
Okay. He looks at the key and he looks up at your hammer, and then he does that a few times and he puts the key behind his back.
oh,
Okay.
these are little dragon children, right?
Yeah, like little
Okay,
baby dragons.
Like are
Okay.
they're children,
No,
right?
they're adults, but they're tiny.
They're smaller. Okay, I'm gonna take the silver ring out of my backpack
Yeah.
and kind of like show it to him and point at the key.
Okay. Roll for maybe persuasion.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Persuasion +1. And the total is 14.
14. Okay. He starts to walk forward, but the other ones kind of hold him back a little bit, and he does reluctantly back up a tiny bit, but you're getting there. You can tell visually that he's almost ready to give up the key.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Nasir and let him try.
Okay.
Let me try to grab the key.
To offer the silver ring for the key.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. I'll take the key and slowly, since I was the one that healed him, I guess, kind of just get down. Not necessarily closer to where he's
Yeah.
frightened, but sort of just get down nice and close, and just put. And the key is resting like in between my two hands, so like they're kind of both hands.
The
Both
ring.
hands.
You have,
You
yeah,
can't-
you have a silver ring. Yeah.
Yeah, the silver. I have the silver ring now.
Yeah.
And like it's resting in both of my hands so that they can see them, and I kind of just push my hand forward a little bit so that they can see the ring.
Yeah. Okay. The guy with the key again looks much more willing. He tries to walk forward again, but one of the other ones grabs him by his the front of his tunic gently and just shakes their head like no.
Okay. Then I'm gonna point.
I don't want to fight these guys.
Well, I'm gonna point at one of the other guys
Yeah.
and swing my hammer, but miss on purpose to try to intimidate them.
Okay. Roll a d20 and we'll see if you miss.
Yeah.
Oh,
11.
goodness.
Oh wait.
Please, man.
Just miss. Wait,
Yeah.
8.
I think that it's gonna be like if you roll highly you'll miss, right? And if you roll really low you'll hit.
Yeah, it's 8. I rolled 8 and without any modifier.
Okay. Without
No.
modifiers?
What should I use? I don't know.
What did I say it was? Just trying to hit with your weapon. So
No, I'm trying to avoid to hit him a bit.
avoid hitting.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say performance maybe.
Okay, then 9 total.
9 total. Okay, I do think that's a hit. I was thinking that if you got above 10, then you missed.
Yeah.
So you hit his foot. So roll damage.
5 damage. 5 damage.
5. Oh my fucking god, he's dead. You killed him. Okay. How do you even do that? Okay, you purposely go to miss, but as you do, he kind of backs up a little bit, and you hit him fully in the chest, and he falls back and hits the wall, dead. You like collapsed his ribs or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I cast Spare the Dying?
Sure. What does that do?
Let me find it. It's a bard cantrip. I have to find what it does. It was on here. Where is it? Where was it?
I have it here. You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. This spell has no effect on undead or whatever. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you took him down to exactly 0 hit points. So
okay, so he's not dead. He's unconscious.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Oh god. Okay.
So yes, you can you can touch him and then cast the spell.
Yeah, I'll nervously, not nervously. I will oh my god, what's the
others
not cautiously.
The others have very much backed up and are scared and quivering, and as you walk past them to get to the unconscious one, they lean away as far as they can.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'm gonna,
while he's doing that, I once again point out the 2 ones.
Yeah.
And with my fingers, then point at the key, and there is the hammer to once again try to intimidate them.
I'm gonna say intimidation with advantage, because you just can't.
And I rolled a nat 20 on one of them.
Okay. Yes, the 2 of them that had been previously holding the guy back, they frantically grab at his hand and pull the key out and throw it at you, and all 3 kind of back up into a corner and stare at Nasser with the other one, kind of waiting to see what he'll do.
Okay, go ahead, Nasser. What happens?
Oh my goodness. I'm I'm completely lost. Could you explain that again one more time?
Sorry. So Durak intimidated them again just by pointing at the dead body, and he succeeded. He succeeded. So they got the other guy to throw the key over to Durak. So you have the key now, but the 3 kobolds have backed up into a corner and are now looking at you, waiting to see will you heal their friend, basically.
Yeah, I will. I will cast. I'll use another one of my. I'll cast Healing Word again, so this takes away one of my skill slots.
So I think that's spare the dying and then Healing Word or Healing Touch.
I cast this.
You could do
Healing Word.
Healing Word.
Oh wait, no wait. Oh yeah, I'm close enough. I can do Cure Wounds.
Okay, so you cast Spare the Dying, which works. He's unconscious but alive, and then for Cure Wounds, I think you roll a dice.
I'm trying to find it in Bard cantrips.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, so 1d8 plus 5.
1d8 plus 5. 4 plus 5, 9. He is healed to 9 health.
He is healed so far past his original hit points. He jumps up and he's even healthier than he was before you killed him. He's very, very happy. He's looking around like he doesn't get what even happened, because it was so quick that he didn't even realize he was killed. He's looking around. He's a bit confused that you're so close.
And then...
But he just happily walks over to his friends, and they grab him by his tunic and drag him out of there. And they run full speed away.
Before they run away,
Oh, yeah.
I want to take the silver
ring, yeah.
and just kind of sit it on the ground, and then we can like walk away and leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
we did a trade. We did a trade. It was fair. It was a fair trade.
the guy who was killed and didn't realize it, he grabs the ring, and then they grab him and drag him out, and they all run off.
I'm cool with this. We didn't have to kill him.
Okay.
I say you are too sensitive. They are kobolds. They are evil. It's fine. I've killed dozens of them.
But they didn't want to fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
They did not want to fight. They just wanted to keep their key. They had something we wanted. We don't get to just walk in and fight.
Yeah, but they were taking too much time, and I want to get out of this hellhole as soon as possible.
Okay. So
Okay.
you have the red and the yellow key. I have a green and a blue key.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
do we want to make our way back to the door we came through
Yeah.
and go see what's to see?
Yeah. Try to go back.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
I think you very easily find your way back. It's just down the street, and then you could follow the footprints from there. So you make your way back to the door, and you step through into the hallway.
Okay. Now that we explored all the doors, I'm gonna say out loud, there's something I wanted to test. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
take my hammer
Yeah.
and smash the brown door we just came out of.
Okay.
Nice.
You hit
And
it.
I wanna see.
Yeah,
okay.
you hit it, and it just bounces off. It's like you didn't even you hit solid stone wall. It just bounces
Okay.
straight off.
Yeah, I adjust myself like nothing happened, and I suggest to Nasir, should we go down before we go into this door?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going downstairs. Downstairs, you walk down the stairs, and there is, it's very cozy. It feels very cozy tavern vibes. There is a bar right next to you. Everything is empty though. There's no cups. There's no plates. It's all empty. But there's some barrels. There's some nice chairs and everything. And you can see there's an open door behind the stairs, basically, that you can see into a kitchen. But there's nothing there. Above the bar, you notice some words. It's like the name of the place, but it's written in a language that you do not recognize off the top of your head.
We came from the stairs, right? The stairs
Yes.
that are in the corner.
Yeah,
okay.
You've come down from there.
Can I just make a general perception check to see if I see anything?
Yeah, if you would like to. I will admit you were meant to come down here first. It's the least exciting part of the place, but yeah, go
happens.
What?
ahead.
So yeah, I'll make a perception check.
Okay.
14 plus 4, 18.
14 plus 4. Okay. You do not really notice anything. You very clearly see that this is not a place that is used. Like, you would guess by the look of it that people have been here a lot, but there's nothing. It's like it's completely empty. And you also notice by the shape of the letters of the writing above the bar, you are pretty confident it's written in Abyssal, but you don't speak the language, so you're not sure what it actually says.
I don't know what it says.
That's a language.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Durak and explain. I have this ability to detect magical presences, but that would be the last bit of magic I could perform today. And I would ask Durak if he believes it is worth for me to try to make a because I want to get a second opinion on if it's worth.
Yeah.
casting this
Well-
spell on this area or not, or if he just wants to explore it some other way.
Well, kind of like you notice that I was about to say something, but then I stopped myself. And then I say, what what are you thinking? What could the results of that spell be? What are you thinking?
It could be inconclusive. There could just be no magical presence here. Or it could be something magical because of the words that are written in a language that we can't speak or read. Or we can just forget about it entirely and just start smashing stuff. I know you like to be one of those things.
That is a tempting offer. I think we smash first.
Yeah, I kind of want you to go smash that three
Yes.
stack of barrels over in the corner.
Okay, exactly. I walk
Okay.
to the barrels, and first I pick one of the barrels and kind of like shake it to see if there's anything in it.
Okay. I will say that they're empty.
Not to waste too much time. I'm gonna explore the kitchen to see if there's any food.
Okay. No. Surprisingly, the entire kitchen is bare. Like the oven or like the stove kind of thing. What would be used as the oven. The fire is on, but there's no food. There's no pot to like make stew or anything. It's completely barren. And yeah, everything is empty.
Yeah, I tell to Nasir, there's literally nothing here.
There's nothing.
No, there's like no food. There's nothing of sustenance here. There's just like random wood stuff.
Interesting. I guess. I mean, I guess we should just make our way back upstairs to that big old black door, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, before we end, I say yeah, and then I say wait, and I jump over I walk out from kitchen,
Yeah.
and I pull the rug to see if there's anything below.
Okay.
Below it.
No, there's nothing. Just the ground. There's not even any dust or anything. It's very strange.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. If I need magic later, I need magic. But I won't have it, but it's fine. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast my last first level spell, Detect Magic.
Okay.
Try to see what's going on here.
Let me detect magic is kind of a vibes thing, right? How does it work?
I think so.
Within
I don't
30
think it-
feet of you. Do you want to stand somewhere specific?
Yeah, in the center of like
Yeah.
the main room.
Each square is normally 5 feet, so I can't tell is that accurate with this. I'm gonna say you can, yeah. If you go into the middle of the room, you could probably get most of the room detected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly, I just want to be able to see if those words that are written in a specific language. I forgot what language.
Okay.
If those are magical.
Abyssal.
Yes, so it says that you can sense the presence of magic, and then also it says use your action, but I think that's just in combat, so you can just generally see if there's see a visual of it as well. So from where you're standing, the letters of the writing do like have a faint like glowing aura off of them.
Okay.
I'm not sure if colors matter, but I'm gonna say that the aura is like red. It's kind of like it's burning. It makes the letters look very highlighted. And you can also just feel it in the air, even on yourself. You feel like a magical presence, not a bad one, but you can tell that something's happening to you with magic. You can feel it off of Durak as well. And it's just from everywhere. You can feel it in the floor, in the walls, the windows and the door. Like you can feel magic everywhere.
Magic everywhere.
Yeah.
This place that we are in is quite clearly magic.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I'll report my findings to Durak, where I'm like, hey, this place is magical, very magical, ridiculously magical. Those words up there, magic. Ridiculously magic. Those
I
doors
see.
that we can't break and keep teleporting us places, they're magic.
I nod, but I kinda ignore him, and I go to the letters and try to grab one of them.
Grab one of them, okay. Like, just touch it, you mean?
Yeah, just touch it.
Yeah, okay, so you do that, and it kind of feels tacky in the way of, like, this was written in paint, and the paint has dried mostly, but it's still a bit. It feels like it's only just started to dry. It's, like, a bit wet still. You can't smear it, but you can tell it's been drying recently.
Okay.
Recently. So the rat is here. I say to myself.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
rat.
That
There-
mouse that scurried out, the rat that scurried out of the hole did this.
Yeah, I say, well, I've only seen 3 living beings in this establishment, and one of them was a rat. So
Well, and it was-
currently,
I didn't do it. You didn't do it.
you didn't-
Had to
It
be
was
a
the
rat.
rat.
there isn't really much choice in other suspects currently.
Roll for perception to see if I can find the rat.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Plus 7.
7. You occasionally hear little scuffling noises and occasionally a little squeak, but you can't see him and you can't really figure out where it's coming from.
Interesting.
I ask Nasir, do you think rats are evil?
No, not necessarily.
I see. So
This one might be, but
yes, because I'm thinking, what about divine sense? But maybe we should save that.
yeah.
Okay, I say, you know what? Let's go through the black door.
Let's go
I
through the
don't have any
black
other-
door. I
Okay.
completely agree.
So you go up the stairs and you approach the door, and this is what it looks like.
Does it have 4 keyholes? Oh wow.
Hey, we have keys like that.
We have keys. Wow.
And both of you make a perception check, please.
Allow me some perception checks.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
And I rolled a 8.
Okay. Neither of you notice anything unusual about this door. It's just a door with some strange keys. It's weird that it doesn't have a handle, but that's about it.
Is that an eye? I say, and I try to poke it.
Yeah.
It's you can feel that it's just paint. It's like a painted image.
Just
Paint.
I'm going to take my. Hold on. There's specific what order I want to do this. I want to take my blue key
Okay.
and insert it into the blue keyhole.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want to turn it?
no, not
No.
yet.
Okay, just insert it. Okay.
Yeah, insert it. And then I look at Durak, and I'm like, "Your turn."
I take. Okay, I take. Actually, I take my key with the ruby,
Yeah.
and ruby is a stone, right?
Yeah. I think
Okay. And I try to investigate it to see if there's anything I can tell about this ruby.
so. Okay. Nothing, to be honest. It's just a very normal ruby. You can tell it was, I guess, cut masterfully, I guess. Like, it's very well cut down into the shape. But there doesn't seem to be anything weird about it. It's just a ruby.
Okay. Yeah, then I just take it and put it in the wrong one and
Okay.
try to turn it.
Yes. I was gonna do that now.
It doesn't really turn. It turns a little bit, but then it gets stuck. It doesn't go all the way.
Okay, yeah, then I take both my red and yellow ones and put it in the correct ones and
Okay.
turn them both simultaneously.
Okay, yeah, both of those make a little click noise when they turn.
Okay, then I move away from the door to let Nasir
Okay.
to the door.
And I will take my green key
Yeah.
and insert it into the hole and turn them both simultaneously.
Okay, yeah, they both also make a little click noise, and the door opens outward into more black void, but this time it feels kind of warm, like you can feel the sun on you.
It's a black void, but you can feel the sun. Interesting. What I do is I just poke my head only through the door. But
Okay.
does anything happen?
Yeah, you poke your head through the door and you see like a bustling marketplace. There are people of all different races walking around talking, mostly in common, some people in other languages. There's market stalls everywhere. It looks like the door leads directly into the middle of a market in a big city.
I turn to Nasir and I say, I think you are going to like what you see behind this door.
Yeah, I'll also poke my head through the door just in case I see something different.
Okay.
So I'll just also poke my head through.
Yeah, it's the exact same. It's the bustling market with people of all different races. It looks like a big city because of the diversity. You know, typically an elven place, if it's a small area, it'll mainly be elves. This place has almost every single person is a different race, which means it must be a big city.
All right. I'll turn to Durak and ask him, well, you want to go through?
I say, give me 1 second. I poke my
Silence
head
is
through-
deafening.
I'm gonna say 1 sec. I'm gonna poke my head through the door again and I'm gonna look around. Are there any stone buildings?
Yes, they're not it's like a mix of architecture. You know, some of them have like the first floor is stone and then the top floor is wood. It's like, and then there's a few areas that are mainly stone, but it doesn't seem to be nothing like stands out specifically.
I say, yeah, I don't know what else to do but go through here. But I think it would be better for you to lead this time since last time we were in a city, let's say it didn't turn out optimally. And since they speak common, I feel like you would be much more diplomatic in your approach.
Yeah, I am completely fine with taking the lead. As I finish my sentence, I take a step through the door, fully through the door.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm following him behind, basically.
Okay. So the second you both step through the door, you are in the marketplace. You see everything you saw before. You feel like a rush of wind behind you, and you hear a loud clap, like a bang, really. And everyone in the marketplace stops and turns to look at you, to look behind you, really. And you turn to look as well, and there is nothing. The inn that you were presumably in is gone. There's no door or anything. In its place is a man in a fruit stall looking very, very bewildered at you, just appearing right in front of him. And that's the end of the intro campaign.